Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be playing some goblins, but we're adding white because goblins have a little bit of trouble with reach, getting those extra couple points sometimes, or even just getting some big stuff out of the way. And white actually solves some of those problems, so we're going to see how well we can do with those today. Starting at the top, we have some Burnout Bastronaut because, well, just if this actually gets to full max speed, getting that extra double strike is actually really good with this. Burst Lightning is just a way to remove some stuff early, but also lets us have some finishing damage if we need it. We also get some Fanatical Firebrand, a little bit of chip damage, but mostly because it has haste. Same thing here with the Reckless Lackey, and I think you could, I'm playing 3 and 3, but you can go 4 and 2 depending on your preference. We do have a few Get Lost. One of the reasons we're playing the white mana here just to get us some extra removal, and it lets us get rid of some enchantments as well. Draconautics Engineer, not a lot going on here, but sometimes we do actually make the dragon in this list, which will be kind of nice. But, you know, giving other things haste or getting an extra +1, not too shabby. Roomvelt Hordemaster obviously pumps up the team and gets us extra cards. Seer Slicer Goblin, this is just, you know, get extra goblins, try to flood the board. Same thing with House Squad Heavy. The extra mana doesn't really matter here, but getting that extra goblin really does. But if we get those extra goblins with War Leader's Call Out, well, now we're doing extra damage, and we're getting to pump our team up, which is actually pretty big. So this is actually pretty key. So we have another Goblin Lord, if you will. And then we're actually playing a couple of copies of Krinko Mob Boss. I will say this, though. Krinko, while nice, I don't know how good it is, and I could see a world that by the end of the video, we're playing one of the artifacts that, like one of the banners that actually pumps up goblins as well, because I think that could be just as useful. But we'll see how often we get to the 4 mana, how many times we activate Krinko, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this should be a good one. Y'all know the drill. The link will be in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor, where you should be hosting Decklist as well. But we put all the ours there if you want to download them and try them out. And if you haven't tried yet, I want to say thank you to those that have, but the rest of y'all should go over to Tales of Adventure. That's toamagic.com. You can use code DRAGON, DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on your whole order, no matter what you're looking for. And you'll be supporting us and putting us on our way toward getting an editor. For now, though, let's go see if this extra bit of white mana helps goblins get over the hump. Well, we have a bunch of cheap little things here, so that's kind of cool. I guess we'll keep this. Alright, we'll go with this. I could have played a guy there, but I feel like they're going to play some lifelinker thing. Oh, the Stone Brain. Never mind, I guess I could have just been attacking. I hadn't seen anybody play a Stone Brain since... Hell, I couldn't even tell you when the last time I saw somebody play a Stone Brain, actually. Okay, well. Also, if y'all didn't see, I did a fun Jeopardy video for some Magic trivia. We'll be doing that again. People seem to like that, so you should check out that video if you haven't. Oh, temporary lockdown. So they played their Stone Brain just to get rid of the Stone Brain. Like, alright. Oh, can't play that guy here. I can play this guy here, though. Alright, what you got for me? Works for me. So this just like Orzhov Control? Is that all that's happening? Yeah, that's all it is. It's just Orzhov Control. Okay. Well, at least now we know. A little weird. What's fun is we can get those back with a Get Lost later on, which is kind of cool. I mean, the opponent doesn't know that yet. But it's definitely a little trick we can keep in our back pocket. They're going to Sunfall those. Sounds good. Usually these decks are just all removal, so if they just have a pile of sweepers, they got a pile of sweepers. Like, congrats if you got it. Urza Silex, so they just want to blow everything up. Okay, sure. Sounds like a plan. So I guess I won't play our War Leader's Call here, because that's kind of foolish. Wait, Silex, you get to choose? Each player chooses 6 lands they control, destroy all other permanents. Alright, well that seems fine, I guess. Ooh, Sear Slicer Goblin. That can stay on top. I ain't mad at that. And then we'll go with this just to kind of force the opponent to blow stuff up. So it costs what, 4? Yeah, so that's their whole turn if they do that. Actually, I probably should have put this on the bottom and tried to get a land. It wouldn't have made that much difference. Never mind. I was thinking I could get rid of the temporary lockdown, then do our thing, but it doesn't really change much. Yeah, because they're getting rid of it for us. So, great, I guess. Sure, you got me, fam. This creates kind of a little bit of a weird situation, because now they know we have this Sear Slicer Goblin. So, am I incentivized to just play it here? I guess so. I really want to play War Leader's Call, though. But I have to assume they want to use their Stone Brain here, which is 2 mana. Yep. Horde Master, great. We didn't even need a Horde Master. That wasn't even going to be part of our plans here. I mean, if we can beat this deck, though, with all this happening, that's going to be a big win for us. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, because we'd have shot the opponent down to 10. We play War Leader's Call, attack for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One counter comes in at 8, and then they're at 2, and they know we have another Burst Lightning. So yeah, pretty good setup for us. Considering we dealt with a pile of removal and effectively 2 sweepers, like, I'm not going to complain there. Let's keep it. All right, let's see what you got, opponent. All right, no immediate removal for a Bastronaut. That's nice. I would like to attack with the Bastronaut. Yes, use a removal spell on it, please. Ah, they didn't bite. The problem is, by us playing this, they might think we have a way to protect it. And I don't blame them. So I still don't think it's worth it for us to play the Sear Slicer Goblin here. Okay, if that's all they had, that's not a big deal. Oh, and they're actually attacking. Okay, so they're just going to play the Planeswalker. That's fine. Like, if they tap out for the Planeswalker, that's actually good for us. That's crazy to say where you're like, they're playing Kaito and that's good for us, but it actually kind of is. Because then now we can play this and block if we want. We could play this and get an extra body. So what I would do here, let's go ahead and send one at the opponent so we get the trigger.
This is not how I die.
And then let's play this. You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and just play this. I was going to leave mana open for Burst Lightning, but whatever. Sure, he's gone. We got our money's worth out of it. We can't be that upset. Sure.
Just try to keep up.
We'll block. Take our turn. Did not need extra land. That was sad. Alright, let's get in there. Let's go here. Because I can always block and sack the Firebrand later. Alright, that didn't suck too much. Yeah, I guess we block. Or play it. They can kill it, but whatever. Yeah, I guess we just pay for it. And the turn? Like, I don't know what else we're going to do. You got it. Ninjas are bigger.
I just hate a fair fight.
Sure, you got it. Block. Sacrifice. Shoot you. Alright. So this is an interesting scenario. Because he's double strike now. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can actually kill this so it doesn't get to attack. And then just send these over here. Alright, so at least sort of solves a problem. Opponent still has 3 live cards here, though. We need a little bit of extra help. Not great, if we're being real. Little tough. I mean, I guess we attack. We could... I'm trying to think how we want to do this. I could pump the engineer. You know what? Yeah, let's just get in there. It takes 2 to block that other guy. Oh, sweet. We get to kill one of these for free? Love that. Alright, then I'll just play this tapped, and we'll try to make a dragon. I mean, they could always have a bounce spell or something, but... Oh, they're going to attack into our imaginary dragon? Hell yeah. Boom, stop that duder. What you think about that, opponent? Is that lethal now? 1, 2, 3, so that's 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we just attack with all of it. I mean, I guess if they have it, they have it, but we can always spread it out just to make it hurt a little less. All right, looks like they don't. We get a good win against a solid deck. Love that. Ooh. All right, we're going to try. We got to draw a third land, obviously, or this hand's not going to do much of anything. But maybe we'll get something good off the top if we don't get a land. Also, I think our opponent is a vampire hunter, as they are Gary Van Helsing. So, just saying. Fortunately, we're not playing vampires today. And for real, y'all, I gotta say, I ain't quite at Unk status yet. I think I got it like another 3-4 years. But man, I definitely have some Unk status traits, because I got hurt while I was asleep, y'all. That's for real Unk status stuff. Woke up with a hurt shoulder just from sleeping. I was like, that's crazy. Oh man, I can't even kill that thing easily. That sucks. Well, dang. Guess I gotta do it. We want to keep them off mana since we're not drawing any. Man, a land there would have been huge, though, being able to play War Leader's Call. Not sure why they're playing that particular creature either. It's very interesting. Anytime you see somebody playing, like, a non-traditional thing, you always wonder, like, why are you doing that thing? Like, there's some reason you chose that specific card. Like, why? Alright, let's get this out of the way. Come on, untap land. That's what we need right now. I mean, you're a body, I guess. I mean, on the plus side, this now taps for mana because we'll be at max speed. So that's a thing. Okay, well, we got to land. It's a little bit late. I'm going to go ahead and pump this dude. Oh, wait. That was a bad idea. Because I could have Oh, if I get an untapped land here, I'm going to be sad, actually. Golly. Because I could have played this, then tapped it, and then played... Oh, I goofed up, y'all. I messed up. I had a big opportunity and blew it. We could have had a pretty sick turn here. Well, looks like it may not matter. Okay, we got lucky anyway. Only thing I can figure is this opponent was trying to ramp into something and they ended up a mana short. Oh, you know what? They might have been trying to... Well, no, because even then, they would have still been able to copy something with a doppelgang. So, like, I don't really know what's happening there. Okay. This is where, like, you have to mulligan, right? You're playing the aggressive deck. You can't be waiting till turn 3 to play anything. That's a little bit crazy. Let's keep this, put one of these away, and hope to get lucky drawing another threat off the top here. Obviously, Horde Master is probably the best thing we could draw there, but we'll see. Definitely not that. Oh boy, this is going to be tough. Yeah. It's going to be a bunch of life gain things. Okay. Well, Horde Master, you're late here. Yeah, I think we just go here. Sad thing is, they're probably going to have a Sheltered by Ghost to get rid of our heavy, but you do what you got to do. Alright. And then Sheltered by Ghosts. Yep, that's what I assumed was going to be the case. No surprises. Let's go here. Into here. And we'll just keep things going. Best we can. Probably another Sheltered. Okay, well, he didn't have one. That's nice. Yeah, we just take the damage. Whoa. That is actually a real issue. Huh. Hold on. Now I have to decide if I want to play a Sear Slicer Goblin and have a blocker. Otherwise, they're going to be gaining 6 off of the Vanguard. Yeesh. Alright, I think we just go here. And this is any Goblin? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But they're basically negating 6 after they do that. And we can block where they only gain 3 instead of 6. Or we could just leave back a First Striker. Alright, let's leave back a First Striker and see what happens. I mean, I assume they're going to want to move the Leyline Axe. If they do anything else this turn, it kind of just wrecks our plans. That is annoying, because we're not going to be able to punch past that very easily. So yeah, that causes a different set of problems. The good news is, though, they're probably going to put the axe on that. And that we can just chump block. So there's no life gain there causing problems, which is good. So let's go and do this. Shoot the opponents. I'll attack with this, because it's just getting a free point here. We're just replacing the creature. Oh, another Horde Master. No, I can't actually play that here. That sucks. Oh, I get it till the next turn, though. You know what? If we were to draw... Oh, it gets trampled, too. I forgot. We might have to just block with everything. Yeah, we're just dead. I forgot I got trample. That's my bad. Yeah, we're not going to beat that. I needed... This is why we play white, though, right? We needed our removal spells that we didn't get. Alright, GG's. I'm going to gamble here one time. Not sure if that was a good or bad gamble. Let's get rid of one more Leader's Call, I guess. And we'll see what happens. Put that on Goblin. Alright, they don't have any 1-mana bounce spells there. So that's at least a little information we have in our pocket. They are ramping, though. Okay, good. Found some mana. Always excellent. Get in there. Always have to be concerned about, like, what are they ramping to? And there's other stuff, too, like Aetherize and things like that. So, got to pay attention to that stuff as well. They can just return everything to your hand. Because now they have a ton of mana here. Was that 6? They can do whatever they want. Confiscate. They stole a house god heavy. Alright, oh sure. Was not expecting that, but okay. I mean, I kind of want to be the only one with goblins here, you know? But we can give this +1. Everybody else gets haste. So we can attack with everybody. Alright. So now if they steal something, we might still be okay. Because of the war leader's call. Well, they're not stealing anything, so that's good. Do they have a counter? Okay, well, we didn't have to find out. Yeah, weird. I thought this was going to be kind of crazier the way this started, but they kind of just played Confiscate and Overlord. I thought they were going to go bigger. So, yeah. Weird win, but you take those. All right, we'll try. Ghost Vacuum. Good thing we're not going to care about the things in our graveyard. They can have all the Ghost Vacuums they want. If the game goes long enough where we get got by a Ghost Vacuum, then so be it. Interesting, and they don't have any quality removal there either. Huh. Well, I guess we'll just play this duder. I'm not really sure what cards we're supposed to be worried about right now. We're Purposing Bay. Well, that gives us some indication where we're going. We drew a Krenko. So that's good to kind of keep that information tucked away. Alright. Grand Spider, you got it. Okay, now that thing is a real problem. How do we deal with this? Actually, we need one more mana. So I could play Krenko, then copy Krenko, but that's... Oh, wait, no. This gives everybody else haste. Oh, hold up. That's a real thing we can do. And then we can just tap this for more Gobos. And then we'll attack... Yep, there you go. Awesome. This is crazy. Like, that's one of those turns it looks like we're so far behind. And then the game's just over. That took, like, less than 3 minutes, I think. Like, some of these games are crazy. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. I feel like we stole a win a second ago, so... I guess whatever happens here is just, like, bonus action. Pass the turn in case we need to kill something with the Firebrand, I guess. I'm willing to take one here, just to see what goes down. Alright. I was waiting to see if they were going to play something else. But it looks like they have a way to either bounce or protect that, so that's good to know. Sometimes you got to just do little feelers and see what's out there. And then I'm going to go ahead and play this tapped and pass the turn. Oh. Okay, that taps a thing. Didn't expect to see that. So now I have no clue what the opponent's playing. Okay, that makes sense. Now the question is, do we need to leave mana open for that? Like, is it worth it? Because I don't know the answer. I mean, I guess so. Why not? Like, our hand was not very good. We kind of knew the risk here. Also sucks if they just have another glyph in hand. Then we're just stuck on blocking duty for the next few turns. What's the backside of this? Target creature you control explores. Alright. Yeah, they had another one. So, I mean, there's nothing you do there. If they just have it, they have it. You just gotta give credit where it's due. Kind of just, good job, you drew it. Like, you did a thing. I mean, that's good, but here I think we're just playing some extra bodies, hoping for the best. Oh my gosh, really? Well, I guess we're blocking with the Horde Master. It's not like I didn't know that was in their hand, actually. Alright, let's see what we find. Well, War Leader's Call. We already have one in hand, so. Yeah, opponent drew very well this game, and we drew very badly. So, like, we should lose this one. Yeah, GG's. And we drew so many non-creatures. So, like, we're not going to win those. All right, let's keep it. So here's an interesting question. If somebody is named Nameless, are they nameless? I don't know how we answer that. I feel like the answer is yes, but, you know, I'm no expert. Okay, so we're just going to have to try to not get milled out here. Is that the game plan? Well, without a third untapped land, I don't envision that happening, so we'll see. Alright, well, fast or not. I mean, we don't have much going on here, so we're just going to do what we can in the short term. Got stuck on 2 lands, and we're kind of just staring at the opponent while we're going to get milled out. I mean, I'm assuming they have a kill spell of some variety, so maybe they're going to flash something in here and block, but I don't see a world where all these creatures live. Okay. And one of us gets milled, I'm assuming. Or both of us. Okay, you can also play, like, discard stuff and just play land and Terror Tide here. That would also work. This is one, like, I feel like we're just stuck at 2 land. We're supposed to lose this one. So anything extra that happens, I'm going to take that as a win. Untap white land's still big here, though. Because then we could War Leader's Call, possibly attack and kill Jace. Oh, okay. They're already set up to just mill us then, so it really doesn't matter here. I mean, we're going to go through the motions, but I'm pretty sure we're just dead. This feels like they already have a plan to mill us out, so. Because this costs, what, 4? To do its other ability? Yeah. So they get us for 32 cards. And then we have 3 left. And unless one of those cards remaining is an untapped white source, I don't think we can kill them. Because we deal 2, 3. Oh, wait, actually, I was just thinking, this gains double strike before damage dealing because we have a first striker. So maybe there's a way. It's going to be very tough. All right, so now we do get milled out. And we didn't draw the white land. So, how can we do enough damage? 2, 3. We get another one is 4. This is 5. We can make this 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, and then 12? Oh, is that it? Wow. Shoot them for 2. Because either way, we're going to end up leveling this up, right? Or getting our speed up. Then we activate this. Then we attack. I guess also I could activate... Oh, I could have activated this. Then played this. Okay, so I had another way to do it. I didn't even think about it. I didn't have to go to the attack step, actually. Alright, everything at the opponent. Sick. Sick. That was close. Yeah, so what I was thinking, what I was saying there is, after I dealt damage to the opponent, I then have max speed. So I could have tapped this. This wasn't here yet, but I could have tapped for each goblin. So I could have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. And then I could have played one of these, and then given it +1 and haste or whatever. Actually, it would already had haste, so I just give it +1. Or could have made a dragon, I guess, and give it haste. That was an option. Or I could just pump this a bunch of times as well. So there was a bunch of ways there to actually finish it after they had tapped out for the Jace. I'm going to mulligan here. Alright, that feels a little bit better. Not a lot better, but at least a little bit. A little bit. I wouldn't mind, I was going to say, finding another 1 mana thing, so I could play this tapped, play a 1 mana thing next turn, and go from there. Got a cut down for us. They do indeed. You know, it's weird. Like, the more I think about it, cut down should have been a sorcery. I think if cut down was a sorcery, a bunch of us wouldn't have as much of a problem with it. It would still be really good, and you still play it. But I think the fact that it just gives a free turn, effectively, to some decks to set up. And it's a damn good card. I mean, you're still going to play it, but I think if it was a sorcery, it'd be more balanced. But hey, we only have to deal with it in standard for another year, right? That's something. Alright, well, you're not going to live here, buddy, but... Oh, wow. Well, they'll probably give it a sorcery speed kill spell here. Or just play Glissa. That's also a thing. Oh, nope, it's an Overlord. Alright. Hate the idea that our board might get swept here, but, you know. Things are what they are. Rin, alright. Not what I expected, but sure. Opponent's name's kind of interesting too. The Jackal, spelled Jaqal.
Stand with us.
Alright, they're choosing not to use their mana for some magical reason. Why is that? I mean, I guess we gotta go for it, right? Like, if you got something you can do, you got something you can do. I mean... This is just one of those, you know, smoke them if you got them type situations. Alright, opponent's at 7. We still got a long way to go. Like I say, got any hasty goblins for me for next turn, just in case? Good news is, if they sweep the board, we get to see 5 potential cards that could be goblins or more horde masters, so that wouldn't be the worst thing. Alright, so they're not going to sweep the board, because they're not just going to lose a land here. That would be weird. Because it's not indestructible, right? No, it's just hexproof. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if they wanted to get rid of their own land. Okay, well now we're probably solid. Because we get to play Krenko and then everything's bonused and we should be good. Feels like there's another cut down in their hand, but I don't think it matters here. Now we just tap Krenko because he has haste. Yep, and that'll do it. Oh, we're getting to go first here. Man, that's a lot of mana for this deck, but I'm going to keep it. But boy, it really is a lot of mana. Any chance maybe we could find a Bastronaut or a Horde Master or, you know, any of those other things we love would be great here. Nope. Man, I was afraid of that. That's kind of the problem when you keep 4+ lands, is that anytime you draw a land, it becomes a bad draw, which is super unfortunate. Alright, well, I think we have to kill a Llanowar Elf here. Since our hand's pretty weak, we sort of need to just keep whatever advantage we can here. Alright, well, they are ramping. Oh, no! That sucks. Alright, well. End the turn. Hydra for 3. You got it. I guess I'm supposed to just block the Hydra here. It sucks that we got to give him all the mana, but our hand's so bad. Like, only benefit is we can, like, I don't know, fly over with a dragon next turn. But man, we've literally drawn lands and an engineer. That's all we've drawn this game. It's pretty rough. Another Hydra is going to be annoying if they have one. Okay, Bastronaut, you are late to the party, man. Alright, Dragon. Hasty. Alright, we'll see if we get away with this or not. Opponent has a ton of mana here. 10 plus whatever's in hand. Wow, how? You know what's funny? Is had we not killed that first Llanowar Elf, this Goldvein Hydra would have been big enough that I would not have been able to successfully block it. And that probably changes the whole game. It's kind of amazing how sometimes little inconspicuous plays end up being the difference in the game. But I'm pretty sure that's the only reason we were able to hang in there and win that one. Wow, crazy. You know, maybe we can get away with this. Oh, no, we can't. We can't, because this makes white, not red. Oh, this was a bad keep. Unless we top deck a mountain or something. Like, yeah, this was bad. This was a bad idea. The Raven Man. Okay, well, that's a little concerning. Let's go ahead and play this so we can kill a Raven Man. Pass a turn. I remember when the Raven Man came out, I tried playing it in so many decks, and it was very mediocre. I mean, if you attack, I guess I just block. I mean, like, I gotta do something. Alright, untap red source. Okay, that works. Put that on Goblin, and let's play this. And a Burnout Bastronaut here. So we make them use their kill spells on these little guys that are just a nuisance, and then we have our bigger cards later on. And they're using good removal on those, so that's great. Because if they use, like, cut downs, you're not that excited about it. But when they're using real removal, like, that's a big deal. Alright, so we have a bunch. I think we just go here. Though it's tempting to play Krenko there. And I'm going to assume they have more removal. I'm not going to be naive here. Oh, you have Sheoldred. Well, isn't that cute? We are actually going to get to execute the Krenko plan. So, we just play Krenko? play this. Make 3 duders. And a couple of the duders will attack, I guess. Leave a couple back to block with so I don't have to use something relevant. Unless those happen to both be removable for some reason. Alright. I mean, if they have removal, it's going to kill Krenko here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, they don't have it. Krenko's going to make a pile of bodies, pile of bodies, pile of bodies. I'm sure that's Krenko's song. Oh, gosh. Alright, well, if you got a sweeper now, congrats. That's all I can say about that. This is going to be a pile of dudes incoming. They block 1. If you block this, that's 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I guess we're willing to give up a house squad duder here, right? Yeah. Oh, and we still have the slicer who has haste. Yeah, whatever. Like, if you wipe our board, you wipe our board. We'll just try to kill you with our creature land. That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. All right, cool. And we get a random blocker just because. So funny that the first couple of turns looked so bad, and we turned it into a win just like that. And we leveled up, so I can't really complain. That's about as much as we can ask for out of a weird experimental goblin deck. So yeah, this was interesting, right? Because there were times that we didn't even draw the white cards, and it was fine. But then there were literally other times that we won, specifically because we drew the white card. So I think that means they're fine to keep in the edition. The crazy thing is, if you just want to rank up quick, this is a solid deck. I mean, we had a lot of matches that were 3 minutes or less. So if you're trying to rank up fast, this is one you could do it with, especially in Diamond. So yeah, a little bit of a surprise, but everything worked out. The only thing I would say is trying to figure out how many Krenkos we want. I don't think the answer's 4, but I don't think the answer's 2 or 3 either, which is weird. Right now it has 2, but if you want to play a third Krenko, I think it would totally be worth it. There was enough times that when we got it, it did what we wanted to, and it was really good. And of course, if we get it when we already have out a War Leader's Call, then obviously it's going to be great, right? So yeah, weird deck. It was fun. I may play it a little bit more if I just need to rank up a little. But y'all know the drill. If you want the link, it'll be in the description. And again, thank you to those who've been checking out Tales of Adventure. If you haven't, go toamagic.com, use code DRAGON, DRAGN, save yourself 5%. And if you don't want to spend any money and you want to support the channel, watch another video here on the channel and watch it all the way through because that helps. And actually, search for our Jeopardy video. It was a lot of fun, the Magic Trivia. You'll enjoy that. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.